morning. Welcome in. Good morning, Mama. Hello. Welcome in. Hi, how are you? Good morning. Welcome to Board Grandma Designs. My name is Leela. I'm multi-streaming also on YouTube as well. This is my thumbnail over there. I took that picture years ago on the beach over the bridge. Good morning. Good morning. This morning I'm having coffee. What are you having? So, I've been sort of busy lately. And what I've been doing is working on these Copic Stitch journals. You see my pages here, paper. I made 8 of them. I'm going to pin it. But yeah, I just kept making them and making them to where I was like, oh my gosh, I'm over this. But I did a Victorian style on them, and I've not yet put the little charms and things on there. So that's something I'm going to work on today. But I did like Victorian styles of them, and it's a lot of fun to do, but oh my goodness. So what I did is I stitched 5 of these, and I put the 5 holes in here using an awl. Good morning. How are you, Paper Alchemy? Mel? I've been busy making the 4x4 Copic Stitch journals, and I'm going to put, this is the awl that I use. I use a smaller one, and then it wasn't doing the trick, so I started back using this. Oh, I'm good. I'm a little hot right now. It's 89 degrees upstairs. Our AC is just going ka-plunk. I know you heard it from me before, but I would like to spend more time up here in my art room, but because of it not being fall yet, I'm going to just have to deal with it. I've got the ceiling above and the ceiling beside. Well, hello. How are you, Brooklyn? I've been missing you. How have you been? I know. I need the AC, but it's so expensive. I already put tons of money in it before, and last summer I put tons of money in it, and the summer before, and I'm just done. So yeah, it just doesn't work anymore. So I've got a little fan that I used to use at the market when I went to the market beside me, and the one above me. So I'm gonna start putting some little charms on these this morning. I had already sewed them, and I started making some 5x7. Here's one that's 5x7, and I put the little charm on it. It's a little butterfly, not butterfly, bee. I put the bees on the back on this one. Coffee stain papers and pretty papers from botanical books. This is from pages from the museum. But those are the things I've been working on lately. I know I'm stuck on doing the Coptic, the Coptic stitching. I do other things, like we had the little Christmas show, and I did just a plain stitching, portfolio stitching, I guess you call it. That was something I used to sell at the market. Hello, welcome in. So this morning I'm having coffee. I should be drinking tea, but the coffee has cooled down. So I am going to start putting some charms on these little books. I'll start with that one. But I've got it pinned. This is what it looks on the front. I've stitched each one of these in here. And I did the covers. I did some coffee stain. That one didn't go all the way through, but it left some interesting markings on it. And that's from a botanical book, and just the pretty pages. And I've been reading this book. I joined a book club. Somebody had mentioned that they miss seeing me around. I'm like, well, I've fallen into another rabbit hole, and I'm trying to dig my way out. I'm reading The Secret Garden in this book club, and then I decided, well, I'm going to work on my secret garden. So I've been using some of the native plants that I have in the area and relocating them into my little garden off to the side, and been talking to all the little birds and squirrels, and a little lizard comes and visits me like, what's up? I had to plant my beautiful hen in my secret garden. She's become fertilizer for one of my plants out there. A possum got a hold of her. I don't live in the country, but you would think I do. I don't know if that's going to go through or not. So my grandson, I went to visit my daughter and my grandchildren yesterday, and he's excited about going back to school after being out all summer long. He's 5, so he said he went to 4-year-old school. Now he's going to 5-year-old school. So he's going, it was a magic number for him to turn 5. He just can't believe that he's 5. Okay, there's something I want in here. On it. That hole would be better. This is wooden. Three is a magic number for me. Thank you for sharing, Lisa. Good morning. I surprised them. I drove out. They live the country life, so I drove all the way to the country to see them, and it's been the second time I've been there since they moved. I hadn't been well, and so I couldn't drive that far, but now I can. So I'm going to put these on here. What kind of projects are you guys working on this morning? Uh-oh. Something is not where it's supposed to be. Let's see. I keep all my threads and stuff in this container. I do upcycling, and people give me a lot of things, and I just add to whatever they give me. The canisters are the best things. And tins to put things in. At work currently, but been working on a baby boy junk journal. Oh, that's precious. I'm at the day job at the moment. I'm sorry. Oh, but I work from home, so it's easy to watch. Okay, yes, my daughter works from home as well. I really should spring for some new classes. I tried to straighten them a long time ago, and I busted them. On the move, but was altering playing cards. I've seen that done a lot. I even, let's see, there's one right here. Well, this is a big playing card. I ordered that on one of the trains. It's a dragon. And then there was another one that I had of a lion. but I plan on putting that on in a book. I got my pen. So I've made 8 of these over the weekend. Well, not really the weekend. I guess my weekend's longer. I make it my weekend. Sunday and Mondays, I guess I consider those mainly my weekend. I'm going to put these little dangles on here. And I want to put something at the bottom there. It's a Victorian kind of thing. Uh-oh. Something just rolled away. Okay. I was reading. The dragon. Wow, the dragon card is awesome. Do you remember who you bought it from? I wish I did. It was one of those raid trains that everybody was doing that I hopped on. I need to kind of glue it back. It's been hot up here. So the glue, I think it's coming off, but I think it's really neat. That's a recycled material on here. But I wish I did, so I can give her all the credit. If you're on here, say you did this. But I have a thing for dragons, I guess. I was gathering it up for my grandson. I got a big, huge book for him, and he doesn't seem to. It's an art book of dragons and things, and he didn't seem very impressed by it. We had a book sale at the museum over a year ago. It seemed like it was a lot of work for very little money. It wasn't a successful book sale, but I got it from that. The plan is to make a mini journal, but might not. But right now, there's no rhyme or reason. It'll pull together. You'll be sleeping or whatever. I call my bathtub, if I go take a bath, my think tank. And then that's when all the ideas pop in. It'll just pop in your head. Oh, I know. So I dumped a bunch of charms in here. No, what should I put on the kind of dangle? Should I put this little dangle in there? There's a little green right there. I think I will. I've had these a while. Oh, there's an extra little hoop thing. I forget what they're called in the tassel making world. Gotta move that over a little bit. Uh-oh. I'm looking at the chat while I'm doing this too. All right. So Brooklyn, have you started selling yet? I know you do the mod. I'd love to see some of your work if you can. I know we shared our grandbabies. Okay, now I need to cut this. And where did my scissors go? They're downstairs next to my spot on the sofa. See, I try to use this all and it was really difficult to use. These I bought at a thrift store. These little zigzags, they're the best. These old scissors. Got some old paper scissors too. All right, there we go. I made that work. Hello, welcome in. I am putting the dangles onto my little 4x4. There we go. Junk journals are little compact journals that I just got stuck on making. I love doing them. That's the back of that one. I think I'm going to put some gold edging on it. So, I found somebody gave some tips over the weekend that when you're done with these, you just, whatever color, you just put it in there for later on. Just keep it in that color so you don't have to search for it or start a new one. Is that smart? Did you guys already know that? Kind of tore mine off a little bit. It's just so smart. It is. I was like, whoa, why didn't I ever think of that? But that was one of the tips that she had given over the weekend. And, you know, I just kind of flipped through different junk journalists. And I believe it was on Whatnot. Yeah, it was on Whatnot. Because I like to watch YouTube too. Yes, you watch it all. You know, I just love learning all the different things, but I watch too many things. I'll get on those reels and I try to watch as many ideas as I can, and then after it's all said and done and I've walked away, I've lost the memory of what I just watched. I didn't retain it all. I need to focus on one thing at a time. Yeah. I can't remember how to do a lot of things, but they're fun to watch. So I just, with coffee dying, I just take some of our coffee, since my husband and I are coffee drinkers in the morning. I seem to do it all throughout the day sometimes, but I'll reserve a little bit of coffee in a pan beside our coffee pot. He's used to it now. Before, he was like, what is going on with the coffee? What is happening? And I just put my oven on for like 225 or something like that, and put it in the oven. I had gotten some paper that I ordered off of the, what they call the Zon here, because we're not really supposed to mention it, but I am a blood donor, and so I had given some blood, and they gave me a t-shirt. You saved a lot for later. Well, I anyways, I give you these coupons or whatever, or gift cards, and I save it for art supplies. So I bought some paper with my gift card, and it was awful paper. I couldn't hardly. Don't they know that, you know, we're gonna coffee dye these things. It needs to get somewhat wet. Paper kept falling apart on me. I had a horrible time with it. But I got some different paper, and it seems to be doing great with this paper. And I didn't pay a whole lot for it that I know of. No, I haven't looked at my receipt to see exactly how much I paid. But yeah, that's what I had done. There we go. So now I've got the edges on that, and then I got the beads on there. Oh yeah, I didn't do what I just preached. Here we go. Let's take this off. Put it on here. That's one tip I learned that stuck with me. There. But that wasn't on YouTube. That was here on Whatnot. And I wish I could tell you her name. She does all these boot camps and things that you can sign up to. Does anybody know who I'm talking about? I honestly should be writing these names down. But there she is. I think because it's so hot up here, I've been doing all my things downstairs. And all my little stamps and things that I use, I've moved around and I don't know where they are. I want to put some lines, stamp some lines in here. And put some little butterflies and stuff in there, but I don't know what I did with... Hold on, I think I do. They were right beside me. I have a daybed beside me. And you guys, I don't plan on selling these stamps. I plan on keeping them, so I'm not the best at cleaning them. So I made, you know those plastic containers that you get with vegetables and fruits and blueberries and strawberries? I saved them and I used my scraps to make little containers for my stamps. Thank you for the hearts. There's all kinds of different things. Flowers. I bought these from, oh, there's a butterfly and a bee. I love butterflies and bees. Flowers. Cool. Oh, that one's real pretty. I think I might, there's another butterfly. Let me see. I'm looking for the lines. You know what I'm talking about. I'll put these back in here. All right. So all these stamps are, I think, are from the 90s. Oh, flowers and things. These are pretty. That's cute. Oh, birdhouse. I break up the sets and I get what I like the best out of it and save them. Ta-da! There it is. These back. I want that little birdhouse. That's cute. I think I'll play with that. So I started jumping on these raid trains and they're themed. So there's a couple of them that's coming up that I gotta think about what I'm gonna do. I'll have to get back in my think tank, the tub, and start thinking. Oh, have a sip. I think I'm gonna switch to tea. I did bring my ice water up here. I had to have a refrigerator that made those big old ice balls. I don't know why, but when we first got it in the middle of the night, they started tapping. It's like little ice elves or something. It's like tapping these ice balls. That's what I tell my grandchild anyways. But anyways, I got 3 ice balls in this. So I'll be nice and hydrated up here, hopefully, after I dehydrate myself. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna go back through and do all these little pretty stamps into my little Victorian lady. Isn't that pretty? It's just so pretty. And all the little keys. Little skeleton keys. Alright, so what I need, which I don't know what I did with all my stamps. Okay, here's the ink is what I meant to say. Vintage photo, I think I'm going to do that. Inside of here. Of course, I don't have one of those little dabby doolies. Oh, there's all my stamps. Nice and organized in a drawer beside me. Imagine that. I organized. Okay, I think that looks like it belongs here. If not, I'm making a big mistake. Maybe not too big because it's kind of similar. So, I'm a grandmother. I have 3 daughters, and I have 8 grandchildren, and plus others. All right, I don't know why I did it on that. Okay, it's the heat. That's not what I want to do. I want to do this. I'm going to stamp it on here. I kind of rub across, but I know if there's a rule, I'm going to break it. All right, there's a blank spot right there, so I'm just going to stamp this in here. Cross your fingers. Oh my goodness, I hope it has enough ink. So I'm going to push that on there. Ta-da! My grandson is trying to do magic tricks. I had to tell him, you have to say ta-da at the end. You can tell I hang out with 5-year-olds. And there's that. I'm going to put it on this side, I think. Leave one for the imagination. Sorry about the ugly boo-boos. I had to move my hens from the running coop to the house coop where they're safe, since I have possums coming after my hens now. So I only have 2 hens. My black hen is gone. She laid the prettiest eggs. Her name was Princess Patricia. All right, here we go. J. Leah Styles. Let me bookmark your show. Full-time mom, wife, and graphic designer, crafter, and mixed media artist, reselling junk journaling and upcycling clothing and accessories. I seek out and curate amazing vintage finds and help them find a new home. Oh, you're on the 1000 D-Stash train as well. So yeah, she's got some shows coming up. So if you check her out, let me try to get out of your. There we go. I tend to lose everything. Yeah, the possum got her. I was so sad. She was my favorite. Now I do love what I call my two angels. My little sister's name is Tina, and my name is Leela. And I named our grandparents used to, and the old family, Southern family from this area, always added an R. If there was an A that ended in your name, it became the R sound. So she was Tina and I was Leeler. So I named my chickens Tina and Leeler. So I got Tina and Leeler out there. So they do the white eggs. There's a plain white right there. I'm gonna do that one. I know. Thank you, Brooklyn. I have her a special little grave in front of a beautiful bush. I believe it's an English, what is it called? An English dogwood. So when I folded this, I didn't mean to fold the bird's face in there, but it's peeking in the bushes. I stamp the coffee dyed side. Probably should move it over a little bit more. So these lay flat whenever you write in them. You know, I haven't in a long time, but I like to use watercolor paper for anyone that likes to do watercolors. And that was something I was teaching myself how to do before the hurricane of 2018. And I just haven't got back into doing it. I love how these lay flat though. It's easier to write in. These make great gifts. And another thing I discovered, the little folded pockets, they fit great inside of them. When you do a 12 by 12, this is 4 by 4, but when you do the 12 by 12 folded pocket, you put a ribbon around it, give it as a gift. Look, I guess I'm just going to put a design right there on the side. So when my children were smaller, I would try to find time to be able to focus and make things, but it was really not easy to do. But now that they're grown, it's still finding the time kind of gets challenging, especially when we have those grandkids. You got to go see the grandkids. Okay, there, I think I got all those done. I'm going to put that over here where I normally keep it. Let me put that back in here. This ink is so old. I got this when we used to have a Joann's Fabrics and next to Home Depot, and they closed. All right, so I've got that. You know what? I'm not done. Why did I put that back? Like I said, it's hot up here. And this is not hot, it's cold coffee. Thank you for being here, guys. Oh my goodness. I've got sales I just noticed. What's happening? Let's see what sold. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. So, did you want me to continue putting these in there? Just having my way with it, or did you want to do it yourself? Leave it to your imagination. I miss Joanne's too. Well, here's this, and here's that. I'm going to put your name. I have a buyer's givey, and I have a different spin on it. I put you in a fishbowl. So you're going in the fishbowl for buying. I'm trying to read your name. View profile. Sachi Par 3. Thank you so much for your purchase. So what I'm going to do is put your name in my fishbowl, and then towards the end, oh, okay, I got my scissors. Towards the end of the show, which I'm going to end the show at 3, and I mean 1. What do I have on here? I don't even know. I changed my times because, okay, I'm going to put this in the fishbowl. And about 5 minutes before I end this show, I'll pull this. But I was doing it all the way to 5, and then it was like, okay, there's hunger. There's my little hens. So I'm going to put that in there, and then I'll pull this without looking. I'll turn my head, and I'm going to put these in this order. Thank you so much. There you go. Are you still in the room? Sachi Par. I think that's how you say it. Sachi, are you still in the room? I'm going to put it to the side. Okay. Thank you. So the next one, let me see. All these. I have some Christmas theme in my shop. Let me see. I don't know if it's in my buy now. It's from a Christmas show that we have. It is in my buy now. In the bin. Okay. So that one's got a Cupid kind of thing to it. Here's another butterfly one. That one's Real pretty. They're all real pretty. Let's see, which ones should I work on next? I'm going to work on this one. So I need some little beads on this one. This two has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. And I'm going to put the bead work on this. It's got a little bumblebee and little pink roses. And I didn't round that corner. I think I'm going to do that now. See, I use a little plastic container to make. I got this with what I call my blood money from donating blood from my gift certificate. I bought this, the rounder. So I'm going to round that edge. I love this thing. It dropped before I came up here and all the little bits. This fell open. It's on the carpet downstairs or the rug. I have to vacuum it. My husband comes in early from work. He'll see them all down there. I'm like, I got a show to start. I don't have time for this. So that's the coffee dyed paper and the botanical and the pretty Victorian papers, designer papers. That made a neat little design. I guess that's some sort of an orchid. But I put 5 signatures in these. That's the back, that's the front. Oh, I get my little charm thing. Thank you. Hi, Andy. Andy Flips is in the room. Book. Cincha. Okay. Thank you. I love you. Thank you for all the invites to all these raid trains. I've got certain days that I can hop on a train, and certain days I'm not able to. So with all the raid trains that you've created, it's given me the opportunity to be able to pick the ones that I can. I've got a few of them in there that I was able to do. One was on a Sunday. Normally I don't do Sundays. I did a Halloween one on Sunday, and then I did another one coming up, not realizing it was Sunday, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. All right, so I'm going to find some little charms here for this. There's that one. Look at this ring. Wonder if that's real. Look at that. That was in this jar. I'm a size 5, so that might be a 7 or an 8. I don't know if it's real or not. Pretty. I'll have to figure that one out. All right, I would like to find a wooden ball. One is in here. Ah, I see one. There it is. Let me try to get it. Arr, got it. Uh-oh. I got some runaways. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I already have one right there. Good Lord. I need to feed the hunger. All right. Can you guys hear my stomach growl? I should have eaten something. I like to eat oatmeal in the morning. Do you guys eat breakfast? You're fine. Only jump what you like. That works for you. Use magnet. Magnet will not stick to real gold or silver. Okay, thank you. Do you know what? There is magnets in here. There's some cufflings, men's cufflings in here. Let me see. They're in here somewhere. Of course, I won't be able to find them now that I'm looking for it. But the cufflings have magnets in them. Let's see, is that? That one doesn't. That one doesn't. Yeah, because they have things stuck all over them. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Ah, here's one that has a magnet. See all the things stuck to it? Now I gotta find that ring. All right. Great. I'll never find that ring again. There's some pretty charms in here. Well, I'll save this later and we'll try to find that ring. It's already lost in there. Oh, wait. Is that it? Found it. There it is. All right, let's see. It's not. Wait, is this magnet? Let's see. Uh-oh. I think I broke it. All right, so this is magnetized on that. And let's see. It's not real. That's so smart, Indy. Look at that. Thank you. It's not real. Now we know. I've learned something new. Old dogs can learn new tricks. Well, it's a little disappointing that it's not real. But I did learn a new trick. I didn't even know it was in there. Lord. I broke the thing. I don't even know how it works. I'll just put it in there. Okay. Okay. Well, my balls keep rolling. Okay. So, Indy Flips, she hosts a lot of raid trains. So, if you're wanting to get on a raid train, go check her out and she'll hook you up. Yes, know how to test the stones? No. How do you test the stones? You need a small trinket dish to keep project beads and charms. You know, I do. It's disorganized. I'll get on that. I will organize this trinket tray. I'm going to put this here. Oh, get my needle back out. I'm going to put these beads on here. The magnifier glass. It has dirt in the stone. It's real. Oh, if the stone is clean, then it's man-made. Oh, that is awesome. J. Leah Styles says, Indie Flips, I would love info for raid trains. There you go. Sent message and we'll add you to the link groups. There you go. Oh, that's awesome. We have a lot of fun on those trains. You'll meet a lot of people too. All about community. I'm making a lot of friendships there. Okay. Yeah, she's got a lot of trains coming up and a lot for you to choose from. I love how she organizes everything. And I'm talking like you're not in the room, Indy. Thank you so much for having me on them. I felt like I wasn't on for a while, and I was like, well, I'll just go down to 1 day a week and I'll just hang out like a spider in a web and see if I can catch something. And finally I got invited. You invited me and I was like so excited. I'm like, it finally happened. I always leave extra thread. This is all woven in. I don't know if I'll have enough room to do a dangle. I'll try. There's two different colors here. The darker one and the lighter one. I'm thinking the lighter one looks better. You can look at my profile. I have trains set through January. Just have not sent links out. A lot of them yet. And we have been creating movable thumbnails. Movable thumbnails. Movable thumbnails. What is movable thumbnails? I guess where you can use the thumbnails. Yeah, they'll create the thumbnails for you, and you just use their thumbnails. Click the Mad Hatter. He pours tea in Alice's cup. Oh, gotcha. Oh, that is so cool. Yes, that's what I like making them. That is cool. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, the thumbnail on this one, it has a book that's flipping through, and then I have steam coming out of coffee. Sometimes I have little flowers growing. They're fun to make. They're eye-catching. Uh-oh. I don't think this is going to be... Let me thread it. I use beeswax on my threads. It's an old candle that I got from my cousin a long time ago. They make their own honey. They moved into their house that had a workshop in the back, and the whole wall was just filled full of honeybees. So they bought the house and they moved the bees and they got into the honey business. Oh my goodness. I've not seen them in years though. I moved back to my hometown. I'm living in the hometown that I grew up in. I was able to hang out with my grandma while she was still living. So those were precious moments. Okay, I can't seem to put this on here. What do you use to create those? The books? I use cardboard. I like to do upcycling, and the cardboard from the moving thumbnails you were talking about. Okay. I go to Canva. They've got a lot of different things that move that's already pre-made. I have the Canva Pro, which I need to start using more of since I pay for it. Try to tie this off. I try to make this as long as I can when I initially get the thread ready for stitching the journal for this, but this one's a little short. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me and all of us getting together and setting other shows up. That's fun. But yes, I will definitely look and see what else you have in plan. I saw there was a whole list of things. I did grab one. I want to go back and look at some others. This is like taking me 10 forevers. I'm trying to tie it off. Maybe if I had a tiny little crochet needle. Let me see. I think I might have one. I don't know. Aha. There's one. That's usually in my purse. All right, I'm going to wrap this around. It needs to go through. Try to loop it through here. I'm bound and determined, you guys. It's starting to come apart. I might need more wax on it, but it's just such a little string there. Put that underneath there. This through here. It's really hard for me to see. Did I get it? Oh Lord, I think I'm making more of a mess. I don't think I got it. I think what I'll do is put it through here. That should lock it in. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Thank you. I am determined to get this thing through. This is live. Here, I'm going to put this through here. I'm going to take this through here and bring it through here. Aha. Looks like I left a little piece of string behind. Grr. I got my tongue hanging out of my mouth. I always do that whenever I'm trying to fiddle with things. Come on now. So, school started today for my grandson. He's in kindergarten, and he's all excited. He knows his alphabet, his colors, his shapes. He knows how to write his name. He can practice the handwriting a little bit, but he's only 5. All right. I need some really good scissors to cut that. These are good paper scissors, not for thread. There we go. All right. I'll put this back where I can find it again. Put this back. If I don't put it back, I'll never find it. All right. So now I want to do the edges on this. I'm going to do the gold. I love Victorian. Uh-oh, I didn't do that. I missed it. Need to round the corner. I do it in large. There we go. So I'm always inspired with the butterfly park next door to, it's right outside our window. It's a tiny little butterfly garden that we have at the museum that I volunteer at. I've started putting my journals in there. The little ones I've been doing all along. I don't think people know what they are, but I try to do a little, we make mistakes sometimes and the papers are thrown away, but we're doing it on a letterpress printer that's from the 1915. We don't have a motor on it, so it's all done manually by a foot pedal. And we lock in each letter one at a time, and sometimes we have to read things upside down and backwards, and sometimes some of the letters aren't returned into the trays in the proper case. So we we make mistakes, and I pull those mistakes out of there's a trash can behind there that's just paper products and stuff. I'll pull those out and I'll put them in my junk journal sometimes. So I started putting those in our little shop. We get to make cards and all kinds of things. Thank you. Thank you for being here, guys, hanging out with me on a hump day. Here we go. So I cut these 4x4. Sometimes this will be a little short, like the botanical pages came up a little bit shorter, but that's okay. But because I have 4x4 or 4 inches here, because I cut down the book covers 4x4. And I go around like the gold gilded edges that they used to do in the old books. They still do gold gilding books. In fact, I bought one not too long ago for a book club. The Secret Garden. I'm going to put that back in here. I'm still reading The Secret Garden. I guess all you guys have read it. It's an old Victorian book. But I bought the newer version. It has gold gilded edges on it. And I'm going to give it to my granddaughter for Christmas. She's 11. Or 12, rather. I can't even keep up. They grow so fast. I have 3 granddaughters. One's an adult now. Let me tell you, this life thing happens fast. 1 minute, you're having your children. Next minute, they're grown and out of the house, and they're having their own children, and you've got grandchildren. And you get the pleasure of watching those grandchildren grow into adults. And then you can become a great grandmother and have great grandchildren. That's not happened yet. I have a 3-month-old granddaughter. Well, she's not quite 3 months. From 19 to 3 months. Life is beautiful. It sure does. Both my kids are in college now. That happens fast. Good they chose the path of going to college. One of mine, he was going to go to college, but he got a girlfriend before he went, and that kind of messed things up for him. I'm not going to go into that. But he's doing okay for himself. Oh no, that's kind of wonky. They're junk journals, so I'll put one right there on my coffee dyed paper. I put them all on baking sheet when I dye the paper, one at a time, and I put them in the oven. Sometimes I used to just hang them outside. They'll get all curly and stuff, and let the wind air dry them and put them in the sun. I dry my prints that way. I put them in the sun and in the wind and let my prints dry. I do lino cuts with ink. I don't know if I think I've taken them out of the shop. But this is a carving that I did of a seahorse. I would think for seahorses. I thought I wanted an aquarium full of seahorses, but then I found out that seahorses are, I guess, extinct. And I found that there's some living in the bay around the corner from my house, and I won't tell anybody where exactly they are because I want them to be okay. So I just carve out pictures of them. But that's a carving off of this linoleum. That's the other side of it. But you just carve that out, and then I roll it with a brayer, and then I put special paper down for it, and then I put it out to dry. I don't know if I have any more of them. Here's one I carved out of my daughter's dog, Gizmo, that passed away. I gotta send that picture to her. Ah, here's one. I kind of blended blue and black and did that, but I don't have that in the shop right now. Here's another one. The color tones turn out differently each time I do it. This is what the linoleum looks like. Are you familiar with this? Your nephew went to college to be a teacher, didn't finish, tried a couple of things and discovered he loved being an electrician. Yeah, so you never know. Yeah, you never know. My grandsons seem to be happy doing what they do, so I always thought they were going to go to college, and one tried it, and then the other said, no, not for me. He wanted to move on to different things. He didn't want to pay for it. Or anyone else. My husband went to Florida State University and for history. I guess he could have been a history teacher. But what he does, it has nothing to do with what he went to college for. So you just never know. All right. Put the little lines on here. One page I got real crooked because I was reading the chat. I've carved my own stamps before, so cool. You can use them the same carving with speedball. That's what I use, the speedball fabric ink, and put on t-shirts. Oh, that's cool. I ordered some of those little pink erasers because there was someone on here, and since I started following everybody, it's really a lot of people. It's really hard for me to find it, but there's one of the erasers you can carve out stamps. Do you use those? Hi, Dragon Queen. Welcome in. Here's the pink eraser. But I got these with the intention of doing that, and I've never tried it. But the t-shirt thing, that's really a great idea. Hello, Gracie. Welcome in. We are stamping Copic stitch journals that I had stitched together, and coffee dyed some papers, and I had taken a botanical book apart and got it from a thrift store. Gave it a new life. I bought one to tear up and one to keep. So, and then I put the little dangles on here. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches, and then I stamped the lines on. You saw the one that was crooked. I got them in the bin. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do some of these. Let's see. Uh-oh, I probably should have. I'm not going to put anything there. What do I want to put a butterfly. Put a butterfly right here. Again, this is vintage photo. Something I bought years ago. And my little dabby thing. Oh, got it. All right. There's a little bumblebee. I use these things on my gel prints too. Bumblebee right there. Have you guys ever tried gel printing? That is so much fun. It's messy, but fun. You want to put that butterfly right there. Oh, it looks kind of strange. There's some little acorns. Got some little squirrels. 3 little squirrels. I think they had a baby, but they were the babies, and their mama was barking at everybody and every little thing, and a hawk got her. So I looked after her babies. I'm always picking up acorns and putting them out for them. A little birdhouse. I think I'm going to do a little birdhouse. But I got a palm tree, and it has little cups all down the palm tree, and I'll pop some popcorn and put them in those pockets for my squirrels. I got one that just lays on the lattice waiting for me. Yes, it's been a while though. I need a new plate. Yes, mine are funky looking, both of them. They're not looking quite right. I'm gonna put this right here. And put that one's pretty. I got my favorites. I pulled them from different kits or whatever that they put together, because not all of them in the same kit that do I like as far as the stamps go. Let me see. This is fun. I love being a kid. A kid on Social Security. Some of us never grow up. At my camper, I have a couple of young squirrels who like to jump from oak tree to my roof and then run around getting acorns. That is so cute. I love campers. My daughter has one. She had some little squirrels that was doing stuff like that. Um, she would throw some acorns up there for them. They're a lot of fun. But I want one of those little Shastas, 1960s. I want to put one in my side of my yard. So bad. Oh, they're so cute. They have wings. Make it like a little place to sit and read and relax, and then it's not too big but big enough if a hurricane comes we just hook it up and take off. Something that we have to do here. We got hit pretty hard, almost wiped off the map in 2018. That's when I started really doing the upcycling. Started weaving baskets and making tassels out of mangled things. Then I think the rest of the world started joining in when we had the pandemic. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. Add this in there. Thank you. I'm having so much fun making these things. I made 8 of them over the weekend and over the past few days. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I'm over this. But I have been coming up short lately on my junk journals and my shows. And so I thought, well, let me pull up my bootstraps and get some things done here. It's pretty. So I'm moving some things around my yard. The native plants into the side yard for my little secret garden. While I read the secret garden, I'm almost finished this book and we're supposed to move on to another book, but my gosh, I want to read all the words. I take my time reading. It didn't turn out as what I thought it would look like, but it's okay. Ah, and there's that. So I've got these pinned. I sold 2. I was so excited. Looked up and I'm like, what's happening? So let me go into the buy now. They're pinned. So there's that one. And you can take the little 12 by 12 papers and make, that one's kind of crooked, kind of make a little folded pocket to put it in like a gift wrap. There we go. I don't know if that'll fix it, but that's what we just did. And they lay flat. compact journals, 4x4s. And put the gold edging on it. There we go. And I had to put the holes in it and stitch all that. Got the little bumblebee and the pretty little flowers. I'm going to auction this. Down to 8 for 10 seconds. I'm going to auction that from 12 to 8. Thank you for looking. I'm going to put it over here. This one kind of has a little Cupid doll on there. All Victorian. Little beads on here. Let's see. I keep getting my jar down. So this is my tray of stuff. I think what I'm going to do is pour everything in here. Let's start all over. That I don't know that I could do. I could probably try. Tassels. So I'm working on my tassel on this one next. This I made out of paper. I love making paper beads. So I have a show coming up later on. It's Wonderland and Fairies. So got to think about that one, what I'm going to do. You can bookmark those. That show. And I've got another one that's coming up that I'm excited about. Oh, you guys, I made that out of a punch. I kind of messed up. I have a horrible time doing these. I am not great at it at all. So that was an off punch, but these are fun to make. I made that out of a magazine and some cardboard. I want to put that back. I don't really like it. I made this. So what I'm doing is sorting out in this tray. I'm getting it organized as suggested. That way I don't have to go through this jar every time. Oh, that's cute. Little elephant. So I got to see my precious little granddaughter yesterday. She's grown so much. She's like 11 pounds now. I think they said that she's eating too much and she needs to slow down. I don't think she's eating too much, but she looks perfect to me. She's so adorable. She's got so many expressions. I already see she's got a personality from day one. And she looks like her mama with her daddy's ears. She's watching her big brother snap his fingers. She seemed excited about that. Oh, look. That's cute. All right. There, I think I got those sorted. For now, I got some stuff to work with. Thank you for being so smart and suggesting that. So now what I'm going to do is pick out what beads I want to put in here. Remove all this for now. I got a cleaning thing somewhere. Guys, thank you for hanging out with me. I reserved this time on Wednesday, hump days. Try to be here every week. I just skip a week, and the moment I do, there was my great nephew was disappointed. Sometimes I get behind and I have to catch up on things. So I'm gonna, this feels like it might need a little bit more wax on it. So I'm gonna get some beeswax and put on there. It was a candle made out of beeswax. She was an angel. Had her for years and did not want to burn her. That just seemed wrong to do. But I got to go get another one so I can just put it on the shelf because it's pretty. So we had a Christmas show, and I have some things left over from that show in my bin. I haven't really swapped over yet, so Christmas is coming. All right. I think what I'm going to do is another one of these. I need my needle again. I want to start focusing on pockets. My journal seems, excuse me, to lack pockets. So this is all in one. At the beginning, I counted how much string I needed by crossing over, knowing that I was going to have 5 signatures and 5 holes. So I counted 5 all the way across, and then an extra 6 for this to hang over so I could do my bead work. But this is what the inside of this one looks like. It's got the old keys, the pretty Victorian, the botanical papers, and of course it lays flat. That's a neat design that made in the copy. And the little Victorian angel. It has a name. So I'm going to grab some of these little bubbles. Another thing that I like to do is seek out little vintage items in thrift stores and make little button bouquets. I made a couple. I made another one behind me. I believe he's a pepper shaker, a little Dutch boy that he's supposed to be kissing the girl. I don't know if you remember those, but I think they're from the 30s. But he didn't have the girl, so I made a button bouquet out of him. I don't feel like he's quite there yet, but sometimes I use some of these bubbles in those button bouquets. Have you guys heard of button bouquets? Oh my. My nephew went to college to be a teacher. Okay, I read that. I love this stamping of lines idea. Thank you, Sharon. I've carved my own stamps. It was like all of a sudden the text come up. Okay, I've already read that. It's so fun. Yes, it's been a while though. I need new plates. Read that. Okay, Sharon K Designs. At my camper, squirrels did that. Those are so good. Okay, I don't know what happened to my chat. It was doing weird things on my computer. All right, for some reason I can't pull this through. Maybe a bit too much wax. I see what happened. Oh, there we go. I might have too much wax. Let me pull this up a little bit more here. All right, and another little one here. So we went to Lowe's. My husband had to return a AC filter. The AC unit downstairs seems to be having its issues now. So I cannot wait for fall to come. But he had gotten the wrong size, so we returned it and we saw that they were putting up the Halloween decorations. There was a little mummy, and then there was 2 pumpkins that did little things, and a huge pumpkin, and some farmer guy with a skull in his hand. It was weird. It spoke, but the mouth didn't move. I don't know. It was bizarre. I'm going to have it fixed AC before I have anything like that. But I always have a little pumpkin patch as my decorations for Halloween. Little pumpkin patch and jack-o'-lanterns. This little bumblebee here. I don't know if we have bees though. Keys. This one should have a key. But yeah, there was one contender I thought would be cute to add to the pumpkin patch. But should I do silver or gold? I want to do a little silver one. stitch that in there. Thank you for hanging out with me during the coffee, tea, junk journal with me. So put this in here. See, I think I have way too much string, and then I find at the end that there's not enough. I'm just going to keep my little crochet needle out. So if you guys are ever on this side of the planet, come see me. I'm at the museum from 1 to 5. I mean, if I'm there on time. Usually get there between 2 and 3. I try to get there at 1. But I'll show you what I do. If you can't be there on Thursdays, then you can come see the other ladies will be able to show you, but I would like to meet you. I'm in Northwest Florida. Probably shouldn't do this as tight as I'm going to loosen this up some. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, now I can put it in there. It's easier for me to put the string through here when it has the wax on it. Then I'm going to pull it through here. This bead. Fun, fun. It's tedious. Tedious little dangle. So we're on Central Time here. All right, I really need my other scissors. I have some real pretty scissors too that went with a little kit, and I guess I dropped them somewhere along the way. I haven't been able to find them. So I'm already thinking about lunch, and it's almost your lunch time for some of yous. If some of yous listen to me. So that's that with the little key, and it has a little key right here in the back, all the keys, old keys there. And then on the inside of the cover it has all the keys. So now I think what I'm going to do is start stamping. And I probably won't go so heavy on the other stamps, or I might not put them at all. Because you might want to do your own. Did I do... I don't think I did the gold edges. No. I did the gold edges. Uh-oh. Let me drop everything first. this is in the bin. I've got it pinned. Cut the gold going around the edges. Starting to lose my voice. I don't know why. So when is fall going to be here? I haven't checked my calendar yet. Uh-oh, I need to round that corner there. I imagine you guys are probably eating. That's probably because I'm hungry. What's for lunch? Okay. So I missed my friend, Junk Journal 21, or Journal Junkie 21. Somehow we keep missing each other. There was another one I haven't seen in a while. I think we get busy on these ray trains. All right, so I've done the edges, the gold. Now I'm going to stamp with the vintage photo with the lines. I don't think I'm going to do the extra little things. I'm just going to do the lines. I'm going to leave that one blank, but I'll do this one. Try to do it straight this time. As straight as can be. And this lays flat. Oh, that one's not so straight. Let's try again. There you go. Hello, welcome in. I'm stamping my little mini compact junk journals. I've got them pinned in the bin. I have been working for days on these. It's a process. I have to choose the pages that's going to go in here. And what I've used is from a botanical garden book. And then I coffee dyed some paper. And then also I put some designer paper in. And the reason why I put the designer paper on the outside of each signature like I do is because it's an open binding and I want you to be able to see the pretty parts of the journal. But it lays flat and it makes it easier to write. And it looks like I missed a corner. So let me take my corner punch and do it on large. Let's see if I can do it with my left hand. Oh, I did it. I'm a right-hander. I do have a daughter that's a lefty. Oh, I like the design that left. I'm just not going to do that. But when I coffee stain, I put it in my oven on about 225. Do you have any tutorials at how to do the Coptic stitch? I am on YouTube as Bored Grandma Designs. This is the icon that you can see if you're on YouTube. I've got other live Whatnot shows that I'm connected with, multicasting, so you can find them on there. Some of the tutorials. I think I'm going to. You're welcome. I'm going to actually do a tutorial of this on my Whatnot. I mean, on my YouTube channel, without doing it on here. That way, I can cut and edit things and make it shorter and easier for you. But yeah, I come on here and I'm usually doing one. It takes a while to make them because you have to cut down your pages. My papers, I cut them 4x4. The covers I do 4x4. I mean, you could do any size that you want. I also like to do 5x7, but you can make them bigger. Most recently, my husband was given a box of photos that his mother had of him over the years, from being a baby all the way up to college and all throughout his life, and in his wedding photo. So I thought, instead of going out and buying a photo album, I think what I'm going to do is get those little old-fashioned corner things. I do have some around here somewhere. Where that is, I don't know. I'll have to really get my shovel out and digging for it. But I want to make a journal, Coptic Stitch journal type style, and make an album of his life with those photos that we just recently got. Take them out of the box. It showed photos of him and his grandfather, him in his lap, his grandfather's lap, and you just see the love all over the grandparents' face, and it was like, and on his face, and you could just see the closeness, and it was like, oh my goodness. I had never laid eyes on those photos before, but his sisters thought it would be nice for him to have them. Oh, look at the design that made. I'm not going to put lines on that. I just think it's really neat to see that type of thing. How it just makes that natural water line, whole design. Now, when you do the Coptic stitching, it does take some focus. I like to sit down. I have to have busy hands. If my husband's home, when he's home and he wants to watch a movie on television together, I have to have something to do, and I'll have everything prepared, and then I'll save all the stitching for that time. Oh, Z for zinnias. So at the museum, some of the volunteers bring in their flowers and extras that they have to share, and they pass them on. So I got some zinnias in my garden, my front garden. That was kind of my healing garden out front. I was not doing well, and I thought, honestly, I was thinking I was on my way out. I was in so much pain. Didn't seem like anybody could help me. And anyways, found out what it was and was able to, I ended up fixing myself because they were wanting to do things that I thought was unheard of for this day and age and for what it was. But anyways, I think the garden out front, all my flowers and stuff, helped me heal. So then I joined a reading group, and they assigned the book The Secret Garden. I'm a slow reader. I'm still reading it, and they've moved on to something else, but each month it's a different book. So there's that. I'm going to run this as an auction. I'm going to take it down to 7 for 10 seconds. Ready, set. But yeah, I felt like the garden helped heal me. And The Secret Garden that I'm reading is about a little boy that he thought he was ill, but I think it was mainly in his head. I'm not quite done yet, but it kind of coincides with what I recently went through. Thank you for looking at that. So I have 2 of them that I finished here. So I put them in the basket. There's this one, and there's that one. I think I'm going to have some water. It's hot up here. It's 89 degrees up here earlier. I don't know what it is. I got a little fan. I got a ceiling fan above me and one beside me. Oh. Dixie, you should be up here, baby. It's 90 degrees up here now. It's like being in a sauna. All right. Put this to the side and grab the next one. So these are all Victorian. Got the one with the clock. There's another little tea rose with a bee. Butterfly buttons and a bee with tea roses. And butterfly with some script and tickets. I guess that's tickets. This one has a short little string, so I don't know what I can put on that. Could just cut that off and tie another string on here to make the tassel longer. I don't know. I think this is the one I want to work with. All right. Okay, well this one, when you don't get the lines just right, you see how the holes have to be lined up just perfectly, but somehow these are not lined up. So the covers, the holes were not done right. So you see how that one's off a little? So that's a little bloopers right there. I think I'm gonna just set this one to the side. I don't know. I'll think about that one. I mean, it's still a good book, but it's messed up. I think I'll do the, I don't know, either the rose or the clock next. Hello, welcome in. I'm putting charms on the tassels and my little bangles of the Coptic Stitch journals that I made. These are 4x4. That little string's a little bit short. This one's longer. I think this is the one. I got smarter as I went along, but it took me a while to realize that I needed way more string to work with than what I was doing. So I've already put beeswax on here, so it's going to help me thread this needle easier. Oh, I already had it thread and I thought I missed the hole. Well, I'm all talk, aren't I? I'm going to twist it around. There's beeswax on there, so it should just thread. There we go. All right, that's going to help me with, put my bangles on. This little paper dangle could put on there. Make it look a little different. I don't know, that might be too weird. Maybe just two. This I made with a, oh my goodness, a knitting needle with paper scraps. So I'm going to just kind of weave that in there. Tie that in. Thank you for hanging out with me, guys. For it being 90 degrees up here, I don't really feel all that bad. I think I've kind of acclimated to it. I do have an elderly dog in the room with me, so I'm not too fond of that. She doesn't need to be this hot. So I was making my shows till 5, but it's too hot up here and she wants to be up here with me, and I don't want her to suffer. So when is fall coming, guys? I haven't even looked at my calendar yet to know. I am looking for it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love the encouragement. I'm one that has to have a lot of it. Right? Let me see, when you have enough string, it's easier to get these ends on. I'm just going to use my paper scissors since the other scissors are downstairs. Oh, scrape my paper. So today is my Whatnot day, and I get on here and I make my journals with you. And then tomorrow I'll be at the museum, hopefully at the antique mall and then the museum. I've got some antique candlesticks I'm going to put in there and a couple of antique glassware. Well, sister and I have a booth together. All right, so now I'm going to put the gold on the edges like you would gold gilding. Oops. I think I've worn that out, don't you think? Looks like it got a bite taken out of it. Studio G. I bought that from a Whatnot lady on here, and then I can't find her anymore. I fall down all these different rabbit holes. I think Fridays is my day at the antique mall with my little sister. Saturdays, if we have events at the museum, then I'll be a part of that. But football season is coming, and college football is a big deal here in the South. Thank you. All right, let me do the edging here. And my poor little bird, I didn't mean to do his face like that, but I guess his face is going to be on the other side somewhere. There he is right there. He's peeking through. Uh-oh. Knocking things over. I want to hang out more up here in my art room, get it nice and organized, and not just organized, but where I can reach things, where it makes better sense, where it's more functional. I get it one certain way, and then I'm thinking, I think I need to change it up. I got too many things on the floor where you can't even hardly walk. And a lot of it scraps. I think, oh, I can use that for decoupaging something. Do some collaging with. Okay, I'll put the gold up for the edges. And then I'm going to start doing the lines again with the vintage photo. I made 8 of these over the weekend and over the days. So I chose my papers, and then I trimmed them down um, 8 by 4, 8 across by 4 length, and then I folded them. I'm going to leave that one blank. And again, what I like about the Coptic method is that you can lay them flat. It's easier to write in. You can collage in them too. I leave some of them blank. Like you can collage on that paper. You don't have to do all of them. This one I'm going to stamp for writing. I just got here. How did you put it together? Well, I cut these down to 4 by 4, and this is like cereal boxes, or that one is donated items right there. But I fused them, I glued them together, cut them 4 by 4. You see that is a cracker box, and I face them like this. I put a little bit of water into my Mod Podge, and I use my paintbrush, and I paint it on here, and I glue it on there. And I do 4 of those. I put 2 of them together facing each other, and I do 2 of them. And after I have 2 of them, then I get I cut down some designer papers, like 5 by 5 papers, and then I glue this on top of that, and then I fold my corners over, and I use the Mod Podge, and then I fold that over, and then I do a 3.5 by 3.5 on the inside to get the inside like this. I do 3.5 by 3.5, and I glue that down. And then I get an awl, and I take the awl, and then well, first off, you know, I have to make these holes here, but first off, to get the pattern for the hole, I take paper, and I do, like, that might not be the best example, but this is coffee dyed paper. I do measure 8 by 4 and fold them, and then what I do is I'll get an awl, and I'll punch 5 holes, one in the middle, and then in the middle from the top, from that middle hole to the bottom, that middle hole to the top, and then between there. I get a little bit closer here, and then we use the page to do all the others, and then the front and top. I have to show you, but I do a multi-stream or cast on YouTube. I'm Bored Grandma Designs. On there, where you can see where I've done some. I'm going to do a video on YouTube, so I can edit the video to where it's not a real long, drawn out, where you don't have to see the whole show, whatnot show. So welcome in. It is 90 degrees in this room right now. And I'm going to be here till noon. Normally I try to be here till 5, but it's just been too hot. I've got my elderly dog behind me, and it's too much for her. She always wants to be in the room next to Mama. And it's not fair for her. You're welcome. Thank you for asking. Oh, I'm going to put a design there, I guess. And I'm just going to leave that. I don't know. I'm going to leave that blank. I'll leave that blank. I don't know. I don't have to have every page stamped for writing. There we go. So my hen did that to my arm. I went to pick her up to put her in the coop. She's got her some long nails. But I mentioned earlier, a possum had gotten my black hen, and she was my favorite. She laid green eggs, olive green eggs. She was so beautiful. Her feathers were iridescent. I ran the possum off. I didn't mind them. I didn't really think that they would harm my chicken like they did. But now I'm not happy with the possum being in my yard. The stamp is what I got from my little sister. It is from Stamping Up from I guess this is 1998. I believe that's Stamping Up. But she was getting rid of a whole bunch of stamps. She had gotten into it big time. And then she had her closet packed full. And then she got in the wreath business, and so she needed the room in her closet for all of her wreaths. So she was selling it at a market, and I started buying them from her. But Stamping Up, that's where she had gotten hers from. I'm going to do this side. And the pages here is from a botanical book, gardening book, about all kinds of species of different flowers. It was from A to Z. I guess you could still find these in stores, but I know there is a guy here that sells the Stamping Up stamps. Sheriff Steve, I believe is his name. But you could probably look through his bin and see if he has any. I think I just put this backwards or upside down. When we pull our letters at the museum from the case, it's an old print shop, we pull them upside down and lock them in. It's coin them in. The lock is called a coin. So sometimes I get things a little backwards, which is very easy for me to do. Upside down and backwards. You'll know it's me if you see a lady out in public with her shirt on, tag showing in the front, or inside out, like I've gotten dressed in the dark. All right, there we go. So I stamped that, all stitched and stamped. I'm going to return this back to the ink pad. I stayed up late. I stayed up days and days working on this. And this is my paper bead that I had made. So I made that little tassel just now. And I stitched just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches on that. You can add a little pocket right here. I need to get my die cutter out and start doing that, making more pockets. I want to make some medallions too for some of the shows that I'm coming up. That's coming up, but I got to get more ink for my printer. So I've got this pinned as 12, but I'm going to run it for half off. $6 at 10 seconds. It's 4x4 Coptic Stitch Journal. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Christine. Deborah. Ooh. Yay, Deborah, you won. Thank you so much. And then I am going to put your name in my little fishbowl for Buyer's Giving. Put this in here. You write your name down. Let me click on your profile so I can actually see it. You hear her panting. It's so hot up in this room. 31141. Thank you so much. I'm going to put your name in our Buyer's Giving fishbowl. I have my own little spin to it. So actually my little sister's idea, her little suggestion, that I do it this way. So you're going to put in the fishbowl. And I want to do it before noon. It'll be noon for me. So we have a tin roof and there's no attic above us, so the sun is right above us at noon, so the room starts really heating up. So I'm going to mix that up. All right, put that to the side. So I'm going to go ahead. There's 2 others I'm going to run as auction. I would love to buy the one with the tea roses and B on the front. Do you have time to finish it? Let's see. Is this the one you're talking about? The thing is, the little string is a little short on this one, but I'll see if I can work that out. Think what I'll do. Got some extra string here, so I'll thread that through. And I'll cut this. It's already secured in there, so no panic. I know what I'm doing. Oh, there it is. So this has already got the beeswax on the string. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take the other side. I'm going to tie it in a knot. The sauna room. Hey, I have lost 30 pounds since Thanksgiving. I had gotten sick. I got COVID, was sick with COVID for, gosh, a month or so. Then, because, you know, I needed my vitamins and things, my family came in with the flu. And so right after that, I was given the flu bug. And that took about a month. And then after I got over the flu, I came down with this other digestive thing and was in so much pain. Oh my gosh. So I was losing weight by leaps and bounds. So now I'm 30 pounds lighter. Doctor wanted me to lose weight, but I don't think he meant for me to become ill. But hey, I could lose a few more pounds. Okay, so I've got that in there. And so this is your little dangle here. And I'm going to, this is string that your dangle is going to go on. And put this through. It's got a little crown on the back of this one. No, it's not an easy diet. It was a struggle. My house is 84 degrees yesterday. I'm in Colorado. Oh, that Colorado is beautiful. And our home doesn't have AC. It doesn't have AC at all. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's 90 degrees right now. Well, the sun is just about above us. Let me see what it is now. It's still 90. It's still 90 degrees. But we got moisture in the air. I've got a ceiling fan above me and a little fan beside me, and I got water. I need to drink some ice water to cool me down on the inside. I know. I'm not right. I only do this on Wednesdays and raid trains. So I haven't looked at the calendar to see when fall is. When is fall? I'm really looking forward to that. I know we all are. Everything's so hot. Okay, so now I'm going to do the bead work. So here's all my different beads. I've got all these different things here. This is the inside. It's got a kind of a bird theme going on. And there's a Victorian lady on the inside here. So it's got the little honeybee. So I do have some honeybees here. Those are the same. This one's a little bit bigger. You might be too big, I don't know. It's the same. Dixie, you need to come out of here. I need to get my dog out of here. And then that one has yellow on it, which I guess it has, well, no, it's not yellow at all. You like the honeybees too. So there's 4 different ones. Which one would you like? Let me put them all on. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which number? 1, 2, 3, or 4? 3. 1, 2, 3. The yellow? Okay. All right. Since he's yellow, I do have some wooden yellow balls for beads. 3 beads, and I got white and another yellow. You like it to look like that, maybe? Hello. Hey, Farm Girls Fancy. How do you do this nice Wednesday? This hot Wednesday. How does the pink paper one look? Okay, let me see. I can take one of these out. Let's see. There's the pink. It's rather large. I'm hot. Okay, you like that one? The pink, like this? Would you like to add some more? Do you think that looks good just like that? How does the pink paper one look? Question mark. Not sure. You're not sure about it? And maybe teal. Ooh, kind of like that. I think that's pretty. You want to leave it just like that? Okay. Okay. That's what we'll do. This is fun. Get that needle going through there. I can't use just any beads because the hole has to be just right for my needle, I have found. For the way I put them on here. Uh-oh. That one's long. But that's okay. That's okay. I got a straight needle. Let me see if that'll work. It's got plenty of that wax on here. Beeswax. Come on. Hopefully this needle's not too long. I don't know. Oh, uh-oh, I thought I had it. Well, the ink, I don't know how I managed to get ink. But, you know, I work with ink all the time, so at the print shop. Good Lord. It's a little frayed. There we go. Got it. This is my therapy. My art therapy. He's actually not going to go that way. He's going to go this way. Because you see the hole. This is very fun, getting to see you make it for me. Yes, it is fun. It's fun making it for you. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to wrap it around here, and I'm so glad that I added this extra thing. I thought it through when I saw that it was short. I thought, how can I make this work? There we go. I want to wrap it one more time. Nice and secure there. And then I'm going to cut it with my paper scissors. I like making the journals live, but because it's so hot up here, and it does take a long time, I thought, well, I'll go to the next level, and then I'm going to make a little video on the YouTube so I can show you and edit. That way you won't have to watch everything in between. And I hadn't done that in a very long time. All right, so there's that. Isn't that pretty? That's so pretty. And then I can stamp it. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp it. You do want the stamps. We tried beekeeping in the past years. The queen left and the colony swarmed, so now we're left with no more bees. That's so sad. I love bees. Yeah, we had one at we have a butterfly park down the road, and there was a swarm that was in a tree, and then it found the columns at the park, and then a neighbor complained about it, and they got rid of them. But I was lining somebody out to smoke them out, but I think they actually killed them, which is not a good thing. We need our bees. But you smoke them out and you move them. You did the honeybee business, so you know. You do want the lines, right? Yes. Stamp some pages, please. Yes. I love this stamp. Do you have your own stamps? Not every page. Okay. See, I like how that is. That's pretty neat. You want me to do that page? Yes. I do have some stamps. Okay, good. Okay. Some of that. This is so much fun. I get to play with somebody making their journal. No, I asked a question and you said no. Okay. Can we do that one? That's the last one. No. Okay. I'll wait it this time. It's perfect. Oh, there wasn't a... Oh, I lied. There's a whole nother signature. Uh-oh. You want me to do the one out of the next signature or leave it? This is the signature, the drooping. Leave it. Okay. Here we go. All right. This is for Christine. You're welcome. So I'm going to auction it. This is for you. I'm going to do 7 seconds here. Ready, set. It's for Christine. Go. Wow, that 7 seconds went by slow. Thank you. We had plenty of time, didn't we? Here you go. It was all meant to be. Let me get my fish bowl over here. Thank you for giving me that opportunity to make the journal for you. That was fun. I'm thinking I'm seeing 2 1s. My vision is a little off. All right, here's your name. I'm going to put you in my fish bowl. In about 5 minutes, we're going to draw from there. What I do is I mix it up. I turn my head and I reach in and grab it, and that's my buyer's giving. A neat, fun way of doing it. Here we go. This is so much fun. Hello and welcome in. I've been doing junk journals, 4x4s. Here's one that's a tea rose with a little bangle on it, and I did some stamping in it. And I did some edging on it, and I did one at a time, 5 stitches. With 5 signatures and 5 holes. And that's a little bangle that has a little T, or key, not T. There that is. I got ink to prove that we were doing this together on here. It is a nice way. Glad we had the time to customize. Yes, that was so much fun. I've got these 2 that we've done on camera here. I'm going to run them as an auction. I'm going to take them down to half off. I'm going to do it for 7 seconds. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Christine. Oh, thank you again, Deborah. Yay, Deborah, you got it. Which one would you like, 1 or 2? Oh, it's showing new buyer. Christine, you're a new buyer. It didn't used to show that on my computer. Now I see it. I'm so honored. Deborah, which one do you want? 2? This one. And you're a new buyer. Thank you so much. Okay. So I'm going to put this with your other. Uh-oh, I dropped something. Deborah. 3, 1. Oh, it's stamps I'm dropping. So I'm going to put this with your other. There we go. And so I have the Victorian Cupid left with the key. That shows a key there, keys on the back, and the old key there in the middle. So this is the last one that I'm going to run today. And I'm going to do this 7 seconds for half off. Thank you, Christine. Kristen. Yay. Yay. Okay, this has been so much fun. All right, there we go. Now, the next thing we're going to do is it's time to shake this up. And then I'm going to set it down. You can hear my chair squeaking. I'm going to turn my back to this. And I'm going to reach in. And I'm going to grab one. And I'm going to put to the side. Okay. Now I'm turning back around. All right. Who is the buyer? Wins the buyer givey? It is Deborah. Congratulations, Deborah. Woohoo! Yay! Confetti. I do have some. I just don't know. The jar type. Ah, here it is. I can't reach it. That'll be for another time. So I'm going to make your givey. And so it'll be a surprise to you when you get it. So I am happy that you all joined me today, and I'm going to go ahead and end this show. Like I said, I have an elderly dog behind me, and I need to get her downstairs because she's panting, and she doesn't need to be up here in this heat. So congratulations to you all. Thank you guys for being here. And if you go to my profile, could you do me a favor and bookmark some of the others coming up? I'm going to have to put the Wednesday shows back in there. I had recycled my shows. But I do have some raid trains coming up, and those are fun to be on. So I hope you join us on the train. You have a wonderful day too. Thank you so much, you guys. Love you guys, and I shall see you later. Bye. We're going to kind of raid into somebody. If I can focus here and put us on the right track. I'm going to let it just sort of pick for me, and hopefully it'll be something junk journaling. Here we go. Thank you guys.